Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Leo love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. So we're going to get some romance angel to go in between the two of you. I have a deck over here for one side, a deck for this side. We're going to get some clarifiers and close out with an oracle. So whatever side resonates with you, and then, or it could just be one big reading for you. So however it resonates for you. I'm not picking sides. All right, I feel like this one here wanted to come out. We have wedding, and I feel like this one too. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. All right, so it could be that before you move your relationship to a higher level, that maybe it's about paying attention to those red flags, or it could be that if it's a relationship that you've been in for a very long time, that it's about paying attention to the red flags and addressing those and confronting those and working on those and not just sweeping them under the rug. So then if you do pay attention to those red flags, maybe that helps your relationship to evolve to a higher level. All right, so let's get some tarot for this side and see what this side is thinking and going through. All right, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. Lots of sword energy over here. Lots of thinking over here on this side. We have Eight of Swords. We have the Death card. We have the Page of Cups. And then for overall energy, we have the King of Wands. All right. This side over here has a lot on their mind. This side is going through a lot. This side is holding on to something. This side is holding themselves back. But I also feel like this side wants to move forward. They want to move on. They want to get past this. I almost feel like it goes from blue to yellow and orange, like there's a shift, there's a change. King of Wands is somebody who takes actions. This could also represent Leo as being the King of Wands. And we have the Page of Cups, which represents feeling better, wanting to get to a better place within this relationship. The Death card is about you're holding on to something that is preventing you from moving forward. And then the Death card also represents transition and transformation. And I think that with that being right below the Six of Swords, I feel like this person wants to move on. This person wants to move forward. This person wants to learn from the situation and get into a better place. Because I kind of feel a lot of heaviness, especially with the pay attention to the red flags. All right, so let's see what's going on with this side. The Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, so that could represent Capricorn, but not necessarily. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles, lots of people over here. We have the Lovers. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Pentacles. As an overall energy, I feel like this person feels kind of on the outs. This person feels alone. This person feels by themselves. I feel like this person's going through a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. I feel like you're both struggling within this relationship. I feel like there is some unsaid words, some conversations, some things that are not spoken, some things that are not resolved, some things that were not worked out. I do feel that the two of you want to figure this out, but I almost feel like you don't even know how to go about it. I feel like maybe you've had this certain pattern within this relationship that's always kind of been the same, and now it's like, well, before you were able to tolerate it and deal with it, but then it's gotten to the point where, okay, this has to be addressed and this has to be confronted. These red flags could not only be about the other person, but I feel like I had this feeling of these red flags could represent your own red flags within yourself, like you have red flags that you have to deal with. Like you may have some feelings inside that you're not confronting, and you're not expressing, and you're not talking about, that you're holding back, that you're not confronting. So it could be either one of you, that you may have some internal red flags within yourself, not about the other person, but about you. I definitely feel like the two of you are struggling. Like you have a lot of thoughts and ideas going on, a lot's going on between the two of you, but it's almost like you have your own sides, you know? I feel like you're not working on this together. All right, so let's get some, maybe this came into my head, you're too proud to talk about things. Too proud to talk about your feelings. I don't know, that just came into my head. That may resonate, that may not resonate. Like I said in the beginning, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What may not be for you may be for someone else. See, the cards are being difficult. The cards are like all over the place here. The cards are having a problem. Eight of Swords. Feeling like you're holding up. But I feel like with that card, it's like she's ready to bust out. She's ready to just blow up. She's ready to just like, that's it. I'm done. Not done with the relationship. I'm not going to hold back anymore. Like, we have to work on this. I feel like this side definitely wants to work on things, wants to work through it, wants to get past it. This side is like bursting at the seams. Like, we need to get past this. We need to get ourselves into an emotionally better place. This side is seeing things from a different perspective. This is like something's happened with this side where it's like turning around, like it's changing. This side is like, it could be the wisdom from the King of Wands and just saying, you know what? I really care about my partner. I know that we haven't dealt with things in the past, that I know that when we do, there's a lot of confrontation. Maybe this side is just feeling, you know, like they're only seeing their side, but I feel like this side comes to that realization that, yeah, I got to step back and I got to look at things from this side, right? I got to see how my partner is feeling. What is my partner dealing with? This is definitely exhausting. This is emotionally, I feel the heaviness within myself for this reading, for between the two of you. I feel the heaviness, the tiredness, but I definitely feel like this side wants change, that they want to let go. Yeah, change. Hello, the wheel. They want to let go what it is that they're holding out. They want to pour out these three cups. This side wants to work on this relationship because I do feel that they have this connection with the other side. Yeah, Ace of Cups. They want a new start with this side. They want to work through this relationship, and I feel like this side does too, because we have the lover's side, we have that, but right now this side is feeling like they're on an island by themselves. There's this big disconnect between the two of you that needs to be worked on, and I feel like this side was was backing away, right? Maybe this side was creating their own Five of Pentacles where they were backing away. They were like, yep, I'm putting up lots of walls so you can't hurt me anymore. But I feel like this side is going to turn around and come around and say, okay, I do care about this side and I do want to work on it. I do want to get past this. I do have this faith and this belief that we can work through it. But the only way that you can work on this relationship is that you each have to be in that mindset of being open to change and being open to discuss and being able to figure out your own feelings on how you're feeling and what are your true feelings, and to acknowledge those, and then being able to discuss that with your partner, right? And to be able to stand up for yourself and make sure that your needs are met, but not in a selfish way, right? Sometimes we just assume that the other person is supposed to know what it is that we want and how we feel. And the other person is like, well, I'm not a mind reader. Like, I can kind of get an idea of what you want or how you feel, but I've asked you and you haven't told me, so can I have a little bit more clarity? But having that clarity in a kind, positive way, not in a negative way. We have the King of Pentacles, which is somebody who is patient, somebody ready to put the work in, somebody who kind of can resolve those problems. Three of Cups, feeling happy, feeling positive. Awakening, renewal, revival. I feel like this side finally does come around. I feel like it takes a little bit longer for this side because I feel like this side has put up a lot of walls. But I feel like this side really finally has that realization that they want, oh, look at that, the Sun card, the realization of the Sun, and that you really do have a connection between the two of you. And that's what I was saying, is that this wedding card could represent that you bring your relationship to a higher, a deeper level because you feel that connection with that person. Yeah, this person is definitely worrying. Your overall energy is the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. You're feeling alone. You're worrying about things. You're stressing about things. But are you worrying about things that you don't need to worry about? Is your mind overthinking? Is your mind overprocessing? Are you going to the wrong place? Like, is that what's causing this friction between yourself? Like I said, I felt like these red flags could also represent things that you are creating yourself. Are you creating red flags in your mind that really aren't there, but because of maybe something that happened in your past with past relationships or childhood or whatever that may be, is that you immediately go to those red flags. You immediately go to those thoughts. Like your mind, it doesn't even give you a chance. Like because your mind is programmed to go to this Nine of Swords energy, this stress and this anxiety and this worry, your brain, you have trained your brain to look for those signs, any little sign that you can find. And maybe you were looking for any little sign that you could find for this side that will give you that confirmation that you're going to go right to that thought. And what you need to do is you need to retrain your brain. You need to retrain that and catch yourself and say, oh, maybe you called this person and this person didn't answer the phone, right? And then your brain automatically goes to, oh, that's it. They're cheating. They're with somebody else. They're probably at a hotel and they're probably with somebody else, or they're at dinner with someone. They're doing this. Ooh, whoa, slow that roll right down. Instead of saying that, being calm, being relaxed, waiting until you hear from this person. And this person may have been in an important meeting, or maybe their phone died, or this person could have a very legitimate reason why they were unable to. Maybe they were driving, right? Maybe they're driving down the road and there's a lot of traffic, and so they were looking out for themselves because they're like, well, I can't answer the phone right now, let me just get to a place where I can answer the phone. And so then being able to communicate to this side and say, hey, I was driving, there was a ton of traffic, I couldn't reach my phone. Sometimes, when I'm driving, my phone falls on the floor on the other side of the car, and I'm like, oh, and I can't reach it because I'm driving, right? So you can't get your phone, which is really frustrating. So maybe that happened. So, but just being able to slow things down, not go to the negative place, wait till you talk to that person. Because if your mind has gone to the bad place, and then when you do hear from this person, you just attack them, right? You're in a bad mood and you're like attacking because you're like, I know what you were doing, or, you're just like looking at that and retraining your mind to not go to the negative, to not go to the crazy, to be like, that's okay. I'm sure everything is fine. This person just has a lot going on, and I'll just wait until I hear from them. And then we can calmly discuss what happened. And I can let that person know, hey, if you were free and you didn't answer my phone, like that bothers me, and to be able to have that discussion and work through these things. I'm feeling like one more. Yeah, 7. Looking out for you, making sure your needs are met, making sure that you communicate that to the other person so that they can understand those needs, those things that you need and that you want to help you to feel safe within this relationship. Same for this side. You figuring out those needs and wants that you have in your relationship, and you communicate that to the other side. You know, maybe it would be, hey, can you just be a little more understanding that if I don't answer the phone, that it's not because I don't love you or because I'm doing something wrong. It's because I'm in a situation where I cannot answer the phone, that I will get back to you as soon as I can. You know, having that back and forth communication, being able to work that out. You know, Leo and Capricorn can be really headstrong, you know, they can really have, you know, have that problem where you're going to butt heads, and it's something that has to be recognized and addressed and worked on. And so that way you can move forward within this relationship, because I feel like this could be a very strong, very powerful, very loving, very powerful relationship between the two of you. But I do feel that there are these hot spots that need to be worked on. And that is up to the two of you. You both have to be in that frame of mind where you are ready to be open to discuss things, your own feelings, and to be able to listen to how the other person is feeling and be able to work on those and talk those things through, not in an attacking type of way, but in a positive way, because you want to move this relationship to a higher level. All right. For final card, we have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Yes, shift your focus back to love, not to the anger or the hurt or the distance or the worry or the stress or the red flags, you know. Focus on the love and the passion. I feel there is a lot of love and passion between the two of you. I feel that there is a lot between the two of you. There is a strong connection between the two of you. But sometimes that can become too overwhelming. Maybe it has, like I said, over time, and now that's exploding. But now is the time for you to work on that, to focus on the love, and I do believe that you two can get past this. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.